Hi, I've got a Landroid WORX M500 WR141e, and I've got a problem with the keyboard. It's working now, but the OK button doesn't seem to be working all the time. I have done the old trick of putting the firmware down, bringing it back up, and that didn't work this time, but it has worked about a year ago. I've tried taking it apart and drying it out. It worked for a period of time, and then it bricked again. It's been sitting probably about 5 days inside the house, and it's now working again. So moisture must be getting into this keypad here. So I'm going to change the keypad. I got it from a company called Stoker, S-T-O-K-K-E-R. This is the part number. It cost me €36 I think, and about €32 for delivery. Came in about 5 days, which is really good service. But anyway, I'm going to replace this keypad here, and I'll just show you how I take the mower apart. So first things first, obviously switch the power off, take the battery out. Okay, I'm going to flip it round. And what we need to do is we need to take this deck off here. Got 3 screws, which I'll do now. Don't be tempted to use a little screwdriver, because I did that a few days ago, and I ended up, where is it? It's healing now, but I ended up slicing one of my fingers because as the screwdriver took, the blade went round and cut me. So let me just take off these 3 screws. Okay, now that's off. There's now 4 screws around here, which will take this this device off, whatever that is. Okay, now these 4 screws are out. That could be lifted out of the way. Then what we need to do is we need to take out, there's 8 screws. Oh, so we've got 1 here, 1 there, 2, 3. Oh, I don't know if you can see that there. 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 either side of the motor. I can't remember if I included that one, but that one needs to come off as well. And that comes off, and then there's also a screw here. There's a screw here and a screw at the front there. So I'll remove all them and tell you the next stage. With this first one, you undo the screw and it comes off with this little rubber section there. Okay, now that this is out, I've got 3 screws here, 1, 2, 3, and lift that out, get that out of the way. Now I want to try and take this orange bit off. You've got, I can't really see, but there's a little orange clip there, that's a bit of a bugger to get out, and then that one, and there's another one I think there, and then we need to kind of lift it off. I think this is a bit of a pain here to get off. Let's see how we get on. I'll just have a little wrestle with this. Okay, eventually managed to get that one out. So that's around there. And then eventually that comes off. Okay, now we need to, what you'll need to do, see this little plate here, there's 2 plugs that plug into like it must be sort of like a set of eyes. So those plugs there, you need to take this panel off and push the plugs through the hole to be able to separate it. I've already pushed mine through there, and I've sealed this up because I didn't want any moisture getting in here because of the problems that I've had. So you'll have to do that, and then just lift it up and separate 2 parts, like so. Okay, and now we need to take this plug out here, squeeze the 2 ends in, that pulls out, and now we can work on this section. So put the main motor out of the way, bring this here. Okay, so I'm going to unscrew this, I'm going to pull this cable out of here, and I can move this board out the way. Oh, I've also got this other, this is the lead for the screen as well, that just pulls out, just like that. This one here, you've got, you need to push in the bottom part of this little clip in the middle, and then just pull it out. Let's take this out. There, and then this just simply pulls out there, and then this is the part, the panel we're going to try and take off. So I'm just pushing on here, I can hear the glue giving way. So what I'm going to do, because this keyboard's knackered anyway, I'm going to use the hairdryer and heat it up, try and soften the glue, and then I'm going to use the plastic packing packers, so plastic packing, to try and do it there. If I'm not having any joy, then I'll have to use the ruler. So I'll do that and I'll let you know how I go on. Okay, so all I've done now is just applied a bit of pressure after it's the hairdryer's been on it, and it's just peeling off. Okay, it's actually delaminating this from the actual keypad. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see here the actual buttons themselves are peeling away from the face. So I'm just going to apply a bit more heat and remove that. Okay, I applied a bit more heat and we'll work around this way. Oh, it's all coming apart. Looks like the cover for it. You can see the little circuit diagram there. If that makes sense, you can see all the different pins going to the buttons. So it's been a bit stiff. I'm going to try and that's coming off actually there. There you go. That's come off. That's come off. I'm going to again put hairdryer on this a bit more. It's just like the sticky part. So I'm going to use hairdryer again, see if I can get that to lift, and then I'm just going to use some degreaser. Use some mess if you want. Just clean this area before applying this new sticker. So hang on. Okay, applied the hairdryer. All seems to be peeling off okay. Awesome, so that's all off. I'm just going to clean it up with the degreaser, and I'll stick the new one on. Okay, I've cleaned this all up using the degreaser. It should stick properly now. Got a couple little tabs on here, one for the bottom, one for the top. Okay, so that's in and on. applying a little bit of heat, try and get the glue to stick as best as possible. What I'm going to end up doing is, I'll take that out there. I'm going to end up putting some tape, probably insulating tape around the perimeter there to stop any water ingress. And I'm also probably going to put a box, so from a sandwich box, I'm going to cover it up, cover this with black duct tape, hinge it, and again try and keep the water off it. No water then can go in the stop button, can't get in here, and hopefully we won't have a failure, and also keep the UV light off it as well. And this pad here is actually raised, so hopefully if this is on here, no water will be able to get here because it should run off because it's at a lower height. Okay, now that that's fitted, I'm going to reverse what I've done, put it all back together, and we'll see if it works. So I don't know if you noticed there, my little a couple of little connectors there that are for the eyes, whatever, so it can see obstacles. I'm not using it, don't need it. So I've wrapped them all up with insulating tape, heat shrink, and stuck them down out the way just in case any moisture gets to it. So that's all back. I'm going to lift it all back on and I'll give you a shout. When you are putting it back together, just make sure that this the charging port goes in properly. There's like 2 recesses, it needs to be on the inside recess. And then push it all together and then flip it over and stick all the screws in. So don't forget, stick this little rubbery thing here into that screw hole there, and then just lift this panel in, screw that there. Okay, I've put it all back together. My only concern is the deck seems to be uneven, seems to be dropped at the front. I'm not sure if that's normal. I'll put a post on in a bit, see if anyone thinks it is. So I'm going to put the battery in, power on. Amazing, excellent, it works. So I'll just do my last little bit of taping up this and make my little box, and I'll come back to you. Okay, this is the last little bit, it's all finished. I've covered that in black just to stop it from UV rays. I'll put some insulating tape around the perimeter of the pad. I may or may not need to put a little weight or a little magnetic thing on there, but I'll see how I get on. Okay, I hope that helps someone. Thank you and goodbye.